trying to get my garden started. Been wanting to start my garden for 4 years. Hubs, no. This year, I'm not taking no for an answer. It was hell trying to get him out here to get my little garden area started. Because, like, I don't know. It's the level of comfortability for me being married for so long to have a husband that don't mind doing physical labor. I kind of guilt him to come out of here, but it worked. So I got my garden. It's getting started. It's that little section that I just showed you. And then I went to the store and I was going food shopping and I saw some organic red bliss potatoes. I love red bliss potatoes, but look, they going bad and they starting to sprout. Can you see that? They starting to sprout. And my grow bags came in last week. And I have my soil and stuff here. I'm real serious about starting my own garden, guys. I have my soil here. That's good for flowers and vegetables. And I have my mulch here that's been here for over a month. So, and I got my garden beds that my husband put together like 3 weeks, a month ago. So I'm trying to get my garden section started.
She ain't doing nothing but supervising. I'm doing all the work.
Because if you married, why would you do physical labor when you got a husband that make a living doing physical labor? You see me? I'm sitting down. But I do have my knife. The only thing I'm missing is my gate. So I'm hopeful that my husband will find me a no-dig fence by this week. But my section is going to be that little area right there. And I've been piling up stuff. I got stuff from last year as well. Because I try to be a plant mom. It never works out. But it's going to work out. I got time. I got time, guys. I'm not fully retired. But I changed careers that is commission-based. Where I make my own hours, and primarily I let my husband handle what he needs to handle. So I had some potting mix from before. This is not so that I'm just going through my stuff that I had from being a plant mom. I was telling the people I went to an event yesterday, and I was saying my plants be fine until I repot them and then they die. I had a gorgeous fiddle leaf fig named Barbara. But I found out that I am doing the wrong thing and I'm changing her at the wrong time. You can't repot your plants in the winter, which is what I was doing when they give me the most finicky. But now I realize from taking that free class yesterday at the grand opening that's when I'm repotting. So I had to guilt him into getting out here because he think his day off he's supposed to be having his feet up with a margarita in front of the TV. I only asked for like 3 hours. That's it. 3 hours. And he fussed about it. But I don't care about him fussing as long as he get out here and do what I need him to do. So, let's open this bag up. Because when I saw them all sprouting, I was like, oh, these would be perfect to plant. That's how they was in the market. So, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos. So I'm just going to pot them. They all sprouting. So, they all like this. There was 2 bags left and they all like this. They are organic. So I'm about to pot them. I'm up in arms about whether I should cut them. Is it level? It looked like right there is a large slope. Can you put some grass, some dirt down? Do we have dirt for you to fill in that slope? Because it's coming like down. Right there. Huh? I don't care what kind of dirt you have. And then I need the mesh things to put on the bottom of the things we usually use when we doing the paper. We've been out here for 20 minutes and he done did what I started trying to do myself because I got tired of asking. Anybody else got a husband like that? So, my father was a green thumb. This was the 12 pack. Oh, I gotta get that. Yeah, they need to go in the bottom of them so it don't slope. Because all the water just gonna run down to one side if it slopes. Thank you. So this is something I've been instinctively wanting to do for 4 years. This now has turned into something that I have to do because I've been wanting to get it started for 4 years, and yours truly been talking me out of growing our own food. He's not Caribbean. He wasn't raised Caribbean. We did find out a couple years ago that his grandfather on his father's side was actually Jamaican. And he had no idea. Which is why my family always used to think that he was Jamaican. So these are, what size grow bags are these? I want to say 12-inch. So I'm gonna put some dirt in them first. Let me put you over here. Oh, I do. Where you get that from? I've been looking for that. That's my garden tool for my garden stuff I bought years ago. I couldn't find it. Almost bought another one, but I knew I had a garden shovel. Ciao. Ciao. Now this is supposed to be all natural. All natural. And it's good for all that stuff right there. And it says it's organic. The sun is going down. So this is the sunny part of my garden. All this side gets sun, and then that behind my shed is the shady part of my garden. I want a larger shed because my husband put so much crap in there. Like, we need a bigger shed, but he doesn't want to get a bigger shed, so it's his world. I just live in it when it comes to minute stuff like that. You want to cram stuff in there? That's your problem, bro. So I'm gonna, I heard that this Kellogg Organic was really good. I kind of like to put my hands in dirt, so we're going to start with this grow bag and see what we can get with these. Now I can't use this knife anymore. is so nice out. This is like the second nice weekend since the year started. I don't even think I guess it's officially spring. I don't even think it's officially spring. Today is Easter. This is how I'm deciding to spend my Easter. In my yard that I love so much. I used to just about live back here until my neighbor had moved in and she had a dog. And basically the yard was the dog's toilet and they didn't clean up. My dog, I let him out for air. We walk him twice a day. But when I let him out every day for air, because, I mean, he's an animal. He deserves to be in the yard, to run around. And when we let him out for air, he poops in the backyard in the middle of the day. He still gets walked twice a day. My husband walks him before he leaves for work and when he comes home from work. Occasionally when it's warm or if my husband has to work late, I'll walk him. This is a good mix. Let me see how this works because this is a really good mix. So yeah, I'm trying to get my garden started for the first time. So wish me luck. My daughter-in-law wants to garden as well. What do I do with my potatoes? It seems like I just lost my potatoes. I don't know how. I don't know what I do with them. But put in a nice amount. Cover the bottom. This, I don't know. Kind of like this Kellogg Organic. You can't really see it because you're in the dark. But so I guess I gotta find my potatoes that I just lost. How? I do not know. I didn't go anywhere. Did you pick up my potatoes?
What potatoes?
I didn't go anywhere.
Huh?
I didn't go anywhere. My potatoes vanished. I had a bag of potatoes. And I literally haven't moved.
I didn't touch anything.
I found them. What you say? I ain't as old as you. I am sure because this your last year in your 40s, sir. The nerve of you to talk. This your last year in your 40s. You're not even going to make a full year. Last year was your last year in your 40s, so this is your last year in your 40s. And I said, matter of fact, last year was your last year in your 40s because you about to be 50. Very, very soon.
Well, since you mature faster, you'll be 50 before me.
The one time his BS might work. He said, because women mature, because I will mature faster than him as a woman, of course. I'll be 50 before he's 50. Let him live his best life, child. At the end of the day, on paper, that man will be 50 years old. And listen, he is a grumpy old man. A grumpy old man. If I ever seen one. Just like his dad. He still need to get some work in. See, this whole bag is sprouted. That's how they sell them at the grocery store. So I felt like for $5, right? It's better to just buy the ones that's already sprouted and work it out. These are still sprouting. I'll save them for the next bag. I feel like I saved some money, even though I could have probably, what? I feel like it was a good investment on my part. These still need to sit out and sprout. These are pretty good. Get some good space between them. I got enough room for about one more. Eyes up. I think one fell behind the thing as well. If you leave them in the cool, then they're good. Now the only thing is something digging them out. And I don't have a gate yet. So I have these couple ones that's not quite ready yet. They could go in my next bag. But I thought that was a good deal in the supermarket today. They could do better. A couple of these ain't quite ready yet. Just put them right here. And I'll use these in the next bag. We have a couple more, but we got to keep room for, you know, we got to keep room for them to grow. So I put those, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I don't like odd numbers. Let's make it 10 even. I don't know how many left, but put these on top. Cover them really good. Then we'll come out and check them. And see if they starting to sprout. Where you getting all this dirt from? Crabby like his daddy. I swear, his daddy is crabby, which makes my mother-in-law fuss all the time, and they've been together for way too long. All right, so that's my potatoes. That's that bag. And then I would let my baby out here, but he just gets too busy. And then he'll be in the way and everything. Y'all hear that grumpy old man? For better, for worse, sickness and health. I repeat that. June to make 25 years that we've been married. And sometimes you just gotta think about your traditional vows. in sickness and in health. Or both our part. So let me show you my little oasis. So this is my garden, my yard. We did this. It's been the project. We originally did that part, and then we extended it over there last year. So now I want this year all of that to be paved all the way up to right there. And then I want my garden to be right here in the corner with a little gate around there. And then he could keep his shed part. So, and then we have all this area. We had to put those blocks up because my dog likes to dig holes. I'm going to show you one of his holes. We have a bunny living under here in the shed. And then he likes to dig holes. My husband had to put these here because he was digging holes. You can probably see the hole right there, which was going to collapse the shed. This is his little tool place. And the garden bed is going to go in the L shape, and then I'm going to get a no dig fence to go from here over there with an entrance in it, and then that will be my little garden area. But we got to get a fence to keep out. But even though his big behind, I'll probably knock it down like he did when he was, how old was he when he knocked the fence down? Like 3 months, 4 months? First he chewed the hole in it to try to escape. And his little playpen was right there near the front of our yard. And then you have a one of your stakes or ties or whatever right here that you're gonna hurt our baby with. So, and this is our patio. We did all this by ourselves. This just the paved section, and then we did these projects. Every year I have a project. So at nighttime in the summer, it's really nice chilling out here. I can probably start coming back out here again, but we did all this to extend our concrete. So we did all this. It first came to like right here, and then last year we dug it up and extended it. My request. Got attitude, but he was happy when it was done. And then these are my garden beds that are going to be installed where he working at back there. And then I had this light installed last year or 2 years ago. So when I'm out here, you see my cords hanging up right here. But when I'm out here in the summer, I could just plug up my lights right there. And then there's a switch in the inside in case I forget to turn the lights on, that we could just, I'm off, we could just turn the lights off. It's my grill. I need a new, the bottom part, I gotta find a welder to fix that, because the bottom part of my grill, where all of the charcoal go, is rotted out. That was my baby's pail for him to drink water out when he was little. Is way too small for him now when he out here and it's hot outside. And this table extends when I have guests. So it's an extension. I need some chairs for that because my mother-in-law gave us that table. And I don't have no chairs to match that, but it is good for once in a blue when I have people over. I don't have people over often. And then this had a lid on it. I don't know what happened to the lid. It stayed out here, but this is my container. You know, when you hosting, put ice in and stuff like that. Don't ask me where the lid is. Don't ask him either, because he won't know. the width of this, do you need to measure it? And it's supposed to be the width that, like you just digging out the 2 sections where these are going. That was your idea.
I'm saying this should be enough. I'm actually just level this out. And then you're gonna make it higher.
As long as it's level with the back part. Because it was slope going down.
So you don't mind this slope over here? That's not right.
No, because that's just going to be my garden area where I can walk at. We said that it just needs to be level. Why is that dirt red though? Where you get that dirt from? Oh, okay. It just looked a little red. That's why I asked. My husband did all this himself. That side was done too, but Bad Boy was just doing too much. So he had to pull up most of the rocks. Let me show you. He had to pull up everything from here. You can still see it was stuff. It's still rocks and stuff over here. Because their fence don't go all the way to the bottom. So we put mesh wire down. We put gates down. He still tried to dig a hole, so we put the cinder blocks down. And that goes the length of there. But that was just as pretty as that side. Then my husband added those borders last year. Every year we do a project. My husband added these last year. That was his project. So he added that border and just moved it to one side of the yard. And we went from like 6 of these lights to 3. Don't ask me what happened to her. Nobody knows. Where they at? What's wrong with her? I mean, that's never going to happen because he was going to do it. I just bought 2 more lights to go in between these lights because they so pretty, or to put in my garden. You going to price the no-dig fences for me this week? How much? I want a sturdy one. Were they metal? Do Lowe's still have those? I'm not picky. Remember the white one we had was pretty, but Gary chewed through it. All right, we're going to finish my garden area so I can finally garden.
He might not bite it because he's not going to be in it. He did that one because he was in it.
But not bite something? Curious George? Okay. Curious George always biting something. The sun going down, guys. So I need to finish off that and do my other potato bag. And I might hold off on the other potato bag and wait to see if these sprout. And just let them grow a little bit more. But I love ribless potatoes. So, I'm going to put the garden beds down. And keep it moving. And then I'm going to get a gate that go from there to protect my garden, because let me show you my baby. He will destroy it. Curious George will destroy it. And he could be a little hard-headed when it get warm out. When I tell him to come in, even though he's trained, he be like, no, I don't want to come in. I'm going to have to get my husband to put that in his shed. Yeah, he'll be like, no, I want to come in. I'm pretty sure he's right here. Hey, bud. That's our baby. That's our big baby. That's fighting so bad to come outside. And he can't come outside because he will destroy everything we got going on right now. Like, literally destroy it. Oh, let me show you my compost bin that I started last month. I probably got a month ago. My compost bin. So all our compost, I just bring it out here. I don't know, the ancestors told me make a compost bin, start throwing your stuff in there, stop throwing it in the trash. So that's my compost bin. But once the garden is together and is gated, I'm going to move that over there to the garden section because I want all of this paved. So I want to pave all this section as our summer project this year, all the way up to here. I want all this paved. So that's your summer project. Pavers from there to there. Which is going to take a lot of work. So I told my husband he could do one section at a time, but he works so much, so who knows. I might have to call and have somebody come out and do it. Because it's a lot of work digging all this stuff up. But we have concrete, and our concrete went back to here. And then right there. So we extended it with pavers. And then it first was